Hello, lovelies. It's Chi here from Golden Thread Tarot, and I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance. I just wanted to have a little let's chat with you guys today because Spirit put a really strong message on my heart. Me and my spirit guides were sitting here having a whole conversation about this, and they were like, "Why don't you talk about this on the channel?" Right? It's something that you personally, that like me, I have struggled with personally on this journey because, well, one, I can say things like, well, one, I'm a Libra, and so relationships are really important to me. My contacts, my friends, my family, they're important to me. However, I also know that I was taught a lot of very unhealthy attachment styles and things, and so letting go and surrendering to the fact that some people, I want to, of course, you can let it resonate for you as it does for you, right? If this is about, I might be saying talking about people, but maybe for you it's a job, or maybe for you it's a habit. So let it resonate as it does for you. If it strikes you, let it resonate as it does for you. Okay. But for me personally, I'm going to deliver this in the sense of talking about letting go and surrendering people and relationships that you know are no longer good for you, but you're having a hard time letting go of them. Like, you acknowledge that they are not good for you, that they are unhealthy, or that, there is just a different of opinions or something, but you're having a hard time releasing it because maybe it did not, maybe a tower moment, maybe a fight, maybe this person did something that really like gave you like a 10 of swords moment where they really like betrayed you, a betrayal or something like that happened, and it's causing you to really have to sit there and work on your attachment to this person, or work on your attachment style in general to this. And that's what I really want to talk about today. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump a little bit more into it. I have notes, so if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. Okay, because I kind of want to try to keep myself on track with this let's chat. So the first question that I really want to ask you guys is, why are you holding on to this person? You know, um, is it because, like, what are you telling yourself? Is it because it's like, oh, is it the label that you put on them? Is it the fact that you're like, oh, they're my mom, they're my dad, they're my sister, they're my brother, they're my child, they're my best friend, they're my, they're my husband, they're my lover, they're, I don't know, my next door neighbor. And there'll be all of this is two reasons why I shouldn't let go of this, even though I know that it's unhealthy. Even though I know that it's making me feel like this, or it's making me feel triggered, right? So you really have to ask yourself, you obviously are forming some kind of unhealthy attachment to this person. So is it really about the person? Is it really about the label? Is it really about your relationship? Or is it about you? Is it about your insecurities? Is it because you don't want to be alone? Is it because this person has been in your life for so long? Is it because, oh, we've had so much past together, we've built so much together? Is it because you're married and you have kids with them? Which I'm not going to play like any of those situations are hard, but if you know that you are unhappy, are you why are you staying? Are you romanticizing the potential or the past potential that this relationship had? Are you staying just because, well, I've been here for 10 years, or we've been friends for this long. So, but this person's actions, but their behavior is unhealthy, or it's making you unhappy. Is it, of course, at to start all of that off with, right? You have to ask yourself, is it really you? Is it really, or is it really this person? Right? And once you have identified that it's really this person's behavior, you also have to admit that it is your behavior that's also involved in this. You have an unhealthy attachment. Otherwise, why would you be holding on to someone who's hurting you? Why would you be holding on to something that you know is unhealthy, or you know is not good for you? You know? We have to take accountability on the spiritual journey, on our life journey. We have to take accountability for the times we are choosing to stay in toxic situations, you know? And of course, if only this person would stop lying to you, if only they didn't cheat on you, if only they saw you, if only they understood your perspective, if only they saw that you were wanting what was best for them, if only they would acknowledge you for who you are, if only, right? All this if. But you are romanticizing the potential. Because if you were saying if you were saying me and this person would be perfect if yada yada yada, if they changed, if they did this, if they went to therapy, if they did rehab, if they did, whatever it was, if they would acknowledge this, if they would stop cheating, if they would stop lying, if they would get their life together. And it's one thing if a person is showing you that they are actually making active choices to change things about themselves, right? But we can't make anybody want to change. We can't make anybody want to heal. We can't even go so far as to say, sometimes it's even so far as to say that, this is my timeline, this is where I am, this is what I'm healing, so that's what you should be doing too. We have to be careful that we're not doing that as well, right? And a big question that I want you to ask yourself, if you are really dealing, right? If you're really, really having a hard time, 8 of Cups in this situation and walking away, right? Because you've invested so much, whatever it is, time, energy, love, right? I want you to ask yourself right now. I have 2 questions that I want you to ask yourself. One, if this person, right? Remove the label from this person. If this person wasn't your significant other, if they weren't your brother, if they weren't your mother, if they weren't your husband, if whatever, would you tolerate someone else treating you that way? And if the answer is no, you have your question. You have the answer to your question. Why would you allow that label to make you feel like it's okay that this person is treating me this way? And I want you to hold on to that, okay? Because it's going to tie into what we're going to talk about a little bit. But I have my second question to you, right? Would you be okay if this person never changed? You know, be honest with yourself. Because you're telling yourself, but if only they would, but if they could, but we always could go to couples therapy, but if those girls would just stop jumping in his inbox and he would stop chasing after that and he would just come home and be loyal to me, we would be so happy, everything else would be perfect. Okay, but what if he never does? If this person continues treating you and acting and doing exactly the way that they are, if they never change, if they never grow up, if they never deal with their issues, what if they don't? Because of course everybody has the potential to. But has this person showed you through their actions that they clearly have no intention of doing it? Do you have to give them ultimatums before they'll change, before they'll make like the tiniest effort? Do you have to pack a bag and be like, okay, I'm gone, before they're like, okay, I'll take this seriously. I'll start going to therapy and like half-hearted do this. It shouldn't get to that point, you know? And I want to move to my major point in all of this, which is, how do you view love? Because at the end of the day, for most of you, it's because you're telling yourself, I love this person. I care about this person. I want to see what's best for this person. Do you view love as a struggle? Do you view love is, do you think that showing someone you love them is how much you will endure for them? Well, I know he does this and I know he does that, but I love him and he loves me. Well, I know they're always stealing money from me and I know they're kind of toxic, but they're my mom, so I have to love them. So I have to have a relationship with them. So I have to keep up with this. I don't want to lose this relationship, which I totally understand. But you really need to ask yourself, Is it love that's holding you to this person? Or let's be honest, is it your pride and your ego, right? Whether or not it's your ego to the fact that you're like, I don't want to give up, you know, I need to show this person how much I'll endure for them, you know, I, you know, will I be seen as a failure to myself or by my friends and family if I get a divorce, or if I leave this? Will I be seen as a failure to my community because they frown on divorce? Will I personally just see myself as a failure because it's like, oh my gosh, I wasted so much of my time with this person? So that, and that sort of type of behavior has always kind of been like, what to me? Because it's like, oh, I don't want to leave because I will have seen all the years that I spent with this person as a waste. So I want to continue to waste more of my time. But I get it, you know. So at the end of the day, you need to ask yourself, right? Am I romanticizing this person's potential? Am I romanticizing our potential? If he would just leave his wife, if she would just leave her husband, we would be so happy. If this wasn't in the way, if they would just give me kids, if they would just get up and go to work, if they would just work less, if they wanted to, they would. And also, that goes into your pride and your ego, because it's your ego trying to save you from the pain of just facing the fact that if they wanted to, they would. If that person wanted to stop cheating on you, they would. If that person wanted to be there and show up for you, they would. If that person wanted to actually sit down and have a conversation with you and hear you out and see your side of the situation, they would. If they wanted to actually work this out, they would. And of course, I understand that that's an oversimplification, but at the end of the day, that's it. You're saying you're willing to endure all this for this person, but what is this person willing to do for you? Are they willing to show you and realize and recognize inside themselves that they are giving you a toxic form of love, and that that is something that they need to change? Because at the end of the day, you can't make them change, and you can't make them want to change. They have to have that in themselves, and they have to find their journey and find their things in their own time. And sometimes it can be really hard to walk away when it has come time in your journey for you to recognize what this really is, but they haven't. But it's their choice. God gives all of us the free will to choose whether or not we want to do something or we don't. Or even if you're not a religious person, even if you don't believe in God, right? At the end of the day, that person has the choice. Do they want to do it or do they not? Do they really actually want to change this? Because you have gone to them and you've expressed to them, like, I'm really unhappy because of this and this and this. And at the end of the day, it comes from recognizing, your peace will come from you recognizing that, one, this is unhealthy. Two, what's causing the unhealthiness here? I have some kind of unhealthy attachment style. I have some kind of unhealthy attachment to this person. I'm allowing 1444 down on the clock. I'm allowing the I'm allowing this, whatever variable, plug it in, whatever it is that's stopping you. I'm allowing this to stop me from being at peace, from having my peace, my soundness, my security. I'm allowing the fact that I have a warped view of what love really is to stop me from having real love in my life. And it's really hard to get to that place where you want to do that. And it's really hard, especially if it's a situation here where you're just like, this person is purposely misunderstanding me. You know, this person is purposely misjudging me. Because even if it is their ego, it's purposely doing it, you know? Because this person has a choice to have discernment in themselves. They have a choice to wake up and understand, just like you do, that the reasons that you do things say something about you. Say something about your journey. Say something about your mental state. Say something about how you view love, friendship, relationships. They have just as much room and time and opportunity to introspect as you do. And it can be hard to go through all the stages of, not demonizing this person, not blaming them, not, just holding on to the opportunity for them to be what you need them to be. Right? And you have to ask yourself, if I truly love this person, do I love them enough to allow them to be the person that they want to be? And thus, do I love myself enough to say that person isn't for me? I'm going to allow that person to be the person that they want to be. If they want to purposely misunderstand me, they can purposely misunderstand me. If they want to break my confidence, they can break my confidence. If they want to cheat on me, they can cheat on me. But I'm not staying. But I'm not tolerating it. But I'm not being here in this place. Love them enough to release them, to let them go, and to let them be who they want to be. Even if that person is somebody that hurts you. But realize that if the person they want to be is somebody that hurts you, you need to remove yourself and you need to let go. And I know it's way easier said than done, but it's something that needs to happen. You know, are you turning away your own abundance by staying attached to people who don't want to see or utilize their own potential? It's great that you see potential in that person, but are they utilizing it? Do they see it in themselves? Because it's not your job to show that person, wow, you can be so much a better of a person. No. It's for them to decide to be who they want to be. And you have to love them enough to let them walk their own journey in their own time. And you have to love yourself enough to know when you've given them enough time. Of your time. You've given them enough of your time, so it's time to go somewhere else. And I know this message will probably trigger some people, and I know there will be some people that are like, I'm not letting go, and if you're not ready to let go, then you're not ready to let go. It is what it is. But that doesn't stop this from being any less true. So I'm going to pull a few cards, okay? I'm just going to pull a few cards from the Angel Answers deck, and then we're going to end this. know? Perfect timing. You know, it's the perfect time right now for you to choose to work on this. It's the perfect time right now for you to understand that, you know, if it's time for you to let this person go, it's time for you to let them go. What happened between the two of you happened for a reason, you know? It's time that you understand the why of it all, right? Why did this happen? Because spirit wanted to show you that you have an unhealthy attachment style that goes beyond just your relationship with this particular person. Spirit wants you to be successful. Spirit wants you to have people and friends that inspire you to grow, that see your potential, and that see their own potential and utilize those things. Success. So many of you are just very driven to not give up, right? To not. You see success as me and this person being together, doing what we're doing. For a lot of you, you're going to have to redefine your vision of what success is. And I know, ooh, that, you know, that's a hard-hitting ego point right there. That for a lot of you, success is not going to look the way that you thought. That the people that you thought that were going to be around you when you're successful, they're not going to be the people that you thought. And that can be a hard pill to swallow. But a spirit is saying that they're doing it ultimately for your success. They're doing it ultimately for a peaceful resolution. Because for some of you, you need to understand that these people that you have around you, or this person that you have around you, or this relationship that you're so attached to, they don't actually want to see you succeed. Or they're not going to be the energy that you need to have around you to succeed in what you're trying to do. Of course, yes, it's important that you remain positive and that you try to stay, you know, to have a positive mindset in this, but to make sure that you're not giving in to some kind of, which I hesitate to say like a toxic positivity, because I feel like there's a lot of people that mislabel toxic positivity. There's a lot of people that will mislabel people having hope in a situation as toxic positivity. It's a fine line. There's a fine line between you romanticizing somebody's potential and you actually seeing the reality of what's actually happening. Okay? In the near future. Okay? Some of you asked about timing. Okay? And that's an answer to your timing of you know, your timing question that you asked. Like, okay, well, if I let go of this person, when are new people going to come into my life? Or, okay, I've already let go of these people. When are new, you know, or this person, like, when is new love? When is new relationship? When is new companionship going to come into my life? You know? Spirit is encouraging you to remain positive and to allow yourself the time, especially if you've already like let go of your physical connection with this person, to allow yourself the time to heal and to allow yourself the time to go inside and to introspect on all of this that we're talking, you know, to introspect on all of those things and allow yourself, cheers, I was just about to say it, and allow yourself to let go of what does not serve you. Be assertive. Yeah, for some of you, you know, be assertive about taking off that mask. And for some of you, you're getting hung up on trying to take off other people's masks. That's not your job. That's not your responsibility to do that. It's theirs. And you have to allow somebody to be who they want to be. But you also have to allow yourself the freedom to be who you need to be. And if other people want you to be somebody different, if other people want you to put your mask back on, if other people are like, I just don't like this new you, or I just don't like the person you're becoming, then you and these people, or you and that person, or you in this relationship, or you in this dynamic here, it's just unaligning. And for a lot of you, there's a lot of red flags. There's a lot of signs. And there has been for a while that this situation is really not for you. Yes. I'm hearing choose balance. Choose balance. Choose to have more understanding and more love for yourself within the next few weeks. So Spirit is going to be, if you have been praying for help to release these things, you are going to be getting that help within the next few weeks. Okay, in the near future, within the next few weeks, you are going to be meeting those people, meeting those, being given those opportunities, being put in those situations to help you release and let go, because Spirit is saying you're ready. You're ready for the next stage in this. So allow yourself to release and let go of this. Dang, I hate to kind of say that though, but for a lot of you, especially those that are asking Spirit, like, can I reconcile with this person? It is unlikely that you will reconcile with this person right now. For some of you, it's no, this person is just not healthy for you, and the choices that they're making is just taking the two of you further and further apart, you know? But also for a lot of you have timeline hopped. A lot of you have made the decision to change your life, and the decisions that this person is making is just not aligning with the places that you're going, and that's okay. But I feel it. I feel the energy in your heart chakra that you guys, that you're really, there's more information that you need to know about this, right? There's a lot of things. There's some things that Spirit hasn't revealed to you about the situation, that over time you will understand why Spirit removed you from this situation, and removed you from this person, or removed you from this relationship. It will, the more you work on yourself, the more you heal, the further away from this that you get, and the more that you heal, that you focus on your attachment styles, and you focus on, creating healthy habits and creating healthy relationships around you, the more you will understand why you and this person had to be removed away from each other. Yeah, so Spirit says some of you are just going to have to be patient, and you're going to have to wait on that information to come in, because there is, I'm being reminded of that perfect timing card earlier. The situation is going to continue to improve. That you're going to be very shocked at what happens next. That's what I'm hearing Spirit say. For a lot of you, there's just a lot of things that you don't actually really know about this person. And I know that for a lot of you, a lot of you could just be like, what are you talking about? Like, I've known this person for this. There's a lot internally that Spirit can see that you don't see about this person. And that doesn't mean that for all of you that they're like a horrible, terrible, bad person that's, wanting really ill things for you. But it does just mean that there's a lot that you don't understand about this person's journey and where they need to go, and what choices they have to make, and what lessons they have to learn. But spirit says they don't, that for a lot of you, you've had a problem with releasing and letting go of this because you have been making it about that person and their actions, when spirit really wants you to start asking yourself about yourself and your actions. Like I said, you know, ask yourself, why am I holding on to something? Why do I feel like this is real love? If it makes me feel like this, if it makes me cry, if it makes me feel lonely, if it makes me feel isolated, if it makes me feel misunderstood or misheard or unseen, why am I labeling that as love? Because real love doesn't make you feel that way. And I'm sorry if you've been taught that. But it is time that you are taught something different. It is time that you allow yourself to grow into a different definition of what friendship, companionship, love, support. It is time that you are shown something different. It's time that you allow yourself to see something different. A lot of you are going to be dealing with a big amount of abundance that you feel like is unlikely. You feel like because of how you've been treated in the past, or how you've been taught to in the past, or how you've been loved in the past, that it's unlikely that you deserve all of this abundance, all of this love, all of this attention, all of this affection, all of this that you really do deserve. And it's okay for some of you to understand that you are lovable, that you are likable, that you are worthy, and that you do deserve this. And that you do deserve something better than this. And it doesn't mean that this person is a terrible person or everything else. It just means that you deserve something different. Because at the end of the day, if it makes you unhappy, why are you giving to it? Why are you staying in it? And whatever variable that you're talking about right now, whatever excuse that you're using right now, whatever it's but this, is it worth sacrificing your happiness? But that's a decision that you have to make for your life, you know? Okay. You are going to find success in this, but you just have to trust and believe in yourself. Okay, well, that's the Let's Talk that I have for you guys, or Let's Chat. I hope that it helped you. I hope that it helped you work out some things. I hope that it prompted some. I really would like to prompt you guys to do some journaling about the questions and about the things that I asked you about, and to really, really dive deep and ask yourself, why am I staying? Why am I here? Why am I having a hard time letting go? Is it because of this person, or is it because of me? Is it because of my definition of love, which I would, for a lot of you, if you're struggling to let go of something that's unhealthy, I'm gonna most likely say yes. And Now, of course, I know there are exceptions to rules, and that all of this is so much easier to say than it is to actually do and accomplish and, you know, actually release yourself from this. I get that, and I do understand it, because like I said, I do understand, because this is something me personally I have struggled with. But we're all here to love and support and help each other, okay? So let me know if you feel comfortable in the comment section down below how you feel about this subject. You know, share your story if you feel comfortable. If you don't feel comfortable sharing it publicly, you're welcome to email me or to contact me, to reach out to me and to share your story with me if you feel more comfortable doing it that way. Thank you guys so very much for your love, for your support, for your likes, for being here on the channel, for your time. I really appreciate it. Thank you to your spirit guides for guiding you here, as well as thank you to my spirit guides for helping me to deliver this message, as well as keeping me safe while I did so, as always. You guys, good luck on this journey out here, okay, you guys? Healing is not linear. Healing looks like all different sort of types of ways, and it looks like ups, it looks like downs, it looks like steps back, it looks like giant leaps forward, it looks like tiny little steps, just making it how you can, you know. So love yourself through all of this. Be patient, be kind, be gentle, be understanding, but also at the same time be assertive and have the boundaries that you need to have with other people as well as with yourself. Okay? I believe in you. I'm so proud of all the work that you've done so far, okay? And all the work that you are going to do into the future. Good luck out there, my sweets, okay? And I will see you in the next one, all right? Thank you for being here. Bye.